Welcome to Canada, specifically to the nation of English Canada. Welcome to Brampton, in the province of Ontario. This city in Canada is being changed, and has been changed quickly and fundamentally over recent decades and the last handful of years. We'll look at some ways it's been changed. But first, let's hear from a local of Brampton who writes, "We have become strangers in our own towns. I grew up in Brampton, which is now unrecognizable. The glue that held communities together has completely disintegrated. What is to become of us? Nihilism and lack of connection is ending us." That comment was left under my documentary that I published on YouTube in August of this year, 2025. My own hometown, located outside of Vancouver in the province of British Columbia, has also been transformed. Canada is being transformed, house by house, neighborhood by neighborhood, town by town, and against the will of Canadians. Canada as a whole, during World War II, had a population where 98% of the people living here had European ancestry, the largest portion being those with British origins. A few decades prior to the Second World War, the British portion was even greater. In the province of Ontario, during the war, 70 to 80% of the population was made up of us people with British origins. Fast forward to the start of the 1980s, when the youngest Gen Xers were being born, and the first of the millennials were soon to be in their cribs. An estimated 94% of the people living in the city of Brampton had European ancestry. Of those who gave single ethnicity responses, 63.4% answered to being English, Scottish, or another native ethnicity of the British Isles. Fast forward again to 2021, an estimated 19% of the people in the city of Brampton have that European ancestry. Breaking that down, perhaps it means only 11% or so of Brampton residents have British origins. This shows a fundamental change to what English Canada has always been, or a loss of the nation of English Canada, since the first ship for England came in 1497. Through the settlements, colonies, and past 1867 Confederation, through the 1980s, 1990s, and into the 2000s. When the next census comes out in 2026, what will the numbers be? Brampton, Ontario has been changed in terms of population. Top 3, quote, visible minority groups, unquote, South Asian, Black, and Filipino. Ethnic origins native to India, nearly 30% in 2021. With this demographic change comes cultural changes and other changes.
I'm Maliha Sheikh. A historic win in Brampton. Charmaine Williams is the first Black woman to win a seat in Brampton City Council. The fact that you're the first Black woman to be elected in Brampton City Council, is that shocking to you that this is 2018 and this is the first time this has happened?
Yeah, it's shocking. But, I want to dwell on the fact that we've made a change. And, moving forward, I know that the residents in Brampton are going to start looking at the qualities of the candidates.
Here is the mayor and city councillors for the 2022 to 2026 term. In a 2019 article on BramptonGuardian.com, city votes to rename Peter Robertson Boulevard in Brampton for Sikh religion founder Guru Nanak. Section of the boulevard between Dixie and Great Lakes Roads will be renamed pending regional approval. Parts of the article reads, a motion put forward by Wards 9 and 10 councillors Gurpreet Dillon and Harkirat Singh passed unanimously at Council's October 23rd meeting. The center endorsed the name change and expressed their appreciation on behalf of the city's Sikh population, which numbers approximately 200,000. Brampton is home to one of the largest Sikh populations in the world and have contributed greatly to the social, economic, political, and cultural fabric of our great city, said Dillon. I am proud our council has moved to celebrate its vast cultural diversity, which includes people from all different religions, backgrounds, and ethnicities, added Singh in the release. Harkirat Singh, a councillor of Punjabi descent, proposed naming a park after the first MP for Canada of Punjabi descent. This MP was first elected in 1993. This 2025 article reads, Tamil Genocide Memorial unveiled in Brampton after years-long wait. Hundreds gathered to see monument meant to honor lives lost in Sri Lankan Civil War. Meaningful many may be, monuments, names, and symbols are going up that are not native to the nation of English Canada. Rather, they reflect the new population the government has brought in. This change in demographics was not chosen by us, the people. It is being imposed. The media and many others in power celebrate the forced replacement of the locals. But what about the people who are now lost in the crowd in their own hometowns? Under a post I made on an online platform asking about alienation in Canada, here are a few comments. I'm not sure how a young person cannot feel alienated here right now when all the doors are being shut in your face, regardless of the effort you put in. Canada is no longer Canada. It's a hodgepodge of ideals clashing with each other. Justin said, I want there to be no Canada, a truly post-national country. Here we are. I keep being told we are in this together, but I know together doesn't include me. I get told all the time how unwelcome I am because I want a future for the country. I want affordable houses and jobs. I want to limit the power of the government so they can't control your life. But that's fine. I'm going to leave. The religion of Canada is Christianity. That's been true since the founding. In the 1941 census, an estimated 98% of Canada's population is Christian. When taking the individually named Christian denominations, totaling 96.3%, along with most of the other religious denominations category, 1.9% together. Just over half of the population is Protestant in 1941, with the United Church of Canada having the most members within Protestantism, followed by Anglicans and Presbyterians. Catholics are over 40% of the population of Canada in 1941, with almost all of that number being Roman Catholic. Orthodox is over 1%. There is an unknown category. The no religion category is 0.17% of the population, far under a percent. In the 1961 statistics, it is much the same, with basically everyone in Canada a Christian. The no religion category is about 0.5% of the population. In 1971, while basically the entire population in Canada is Christian, the no religion category rose from 0.5% to 4.3% in just those 10 years. Statistics for the city of Brampton specifically in 1981 show that Protestant, Catholic, and Orthodox add up to 89.2%. That is, 89.2% of the population in Brampton, Ontario at the start of the 80s is Christian. There are categories Jewish, Eastern non-Christian, and other. Those three categories add up to 3.7%, with almost all of that being Eastern non-Christian. The no religious preference category, 7.1%. In 2021 in the city of Brampton, Christianity is below 50% at 35.6%, followed by Sikh 25.1%, Hindu 18.1%, no religion and secular perspectives 10.3%, Muslim 9.1, Buddhist 1.1, Jewish 0.1, other religious and spiritual traditions 0.4, North American indigenous spirituality. With ethnicity and religion, the city of Brampton, Ontario, Canada, has been through a significant change, and many have experienced the change firsthand. A foreign statue, I think related to Hinduism, and apparently the tallest one in North America of this particular figure, was recently constructed in the city of Brampton. Walk down the street, go to a store, take a ride on the bus, work with coworkers, have classmates at a school. Being in your own home and the home of your ancestors, but being alone in a crowd, affects a person greatly. For visitors wanting to be immersed in the Canadian culture among Canadians, they could come and spend their time not really being in Canada in that way. And unfortunately, this is the case for many places today in this current country, not just in this one city. For a long time now, those in power have chosen the foreigner over the local, have chosen the global over the national. Those in power and the people are at odds. A school in Brampton, with the name of our first Prime Minister and Scotsman, Sir John A. Macdonald, was renamed. Sir John A. Macdonald's name was removed. The federal government has been bringing in people from the other side of the world in record numbers. If it's like my hometown in BC, the people are brought in, and then politicians claim to need to scramble to have houses mass constructed for these newcomers, likely after other housing has been demolished. There is a proposal to have towers over 50 stories high, in what I believe is historically a farm town, Brampton. Like in other cities, cost of housing is going up. A house on this street is listed for sale for about $1.3 million. Around 10 years ago, it was listed for $570,000. In Vancouver, you can't get a detached house with a yard for under $1 million. In Brampton, you can, but the prices are still very high. Some people don't want us talking about this change. They want the change, they push for it, but they know it's not popular. They may lie and try to pretend it's more of the same, when it's not at all.